Stripped of my clothes, I climbed into a tree. My bare thighs embraced the smooth, moist bark. My sandals trod upon the branches. At the top, yet under the leaves and shadowed from the heat, I sat astride a projecting branch and balanced my feet in the void. It started to rain, and as water drops fell and slipped over my skin, my hands were stained with moss, and my toes were reddened from crushed flowers. When the wind passed through the branches, I felt the fair life of the tree. Then I pressed my legs yet closer and laid my open lips upon the hairy nape of a bough. One woman may envelop herself in white wool. Another may clothe herself in silk and gold. Still another cover herself with flowers, green leaves, and grapes. Me, I enjoy life only when naked. My lover, take me as I am, without robes or jewels or sandals. Take me as my mother made me in a night of love long past. And if I please thee, forget not to tell me so. For here is Bucolics. My hair is black with its own blackness, and my lips red of their own color. My locks float about me free and round like feathers. And oh, my breasts, sweet flowers of flesh, how rich in voluptuousness you are. My breasts and my hands, how soft you are, how warm, how youthfully perfumed. Your sleek, rounded forms are the honor of my brown torso. When I imprison you in bands of gold, or when I deliver you all naked, you precede me with your splendor. One evening on the soft grass, young girls with hair of violets all danced together, one of each two playing the part of lover. The virgin said, "We are not for you," and as though they were bashful, concealed their virginity. The others said, "We have come to seek you." They arranged their robes like the tunics of men, and they struggled gently while entwining their dancing legs. Then, each pretending to be vanquished, took her friend by the ears like a cup with two handles, and inclining the head, drank a kiss. Two little girls carried me away to their house, and with the door firmly closed, they lighted the wick of a lamp and wished to dance for me. Seated on a mattress raised upon two trestles, Galata sang in a sharp voice and struck the measures with her sonorous little palms. Kaisi danced shakily, then stopped, suffocated with laughter, took her sister by the breasts, bit her on the shoulder, and then threw her down like a goat that wishes to play. Then Salinas entered and, seeing us so familiar, seated herself upon the bench. She took Galatas upon one knee, Kaisi on the other, and said to me, "Come here, little one." But I remained away. She resumed, "Art thou afraid of us? Approach. These children love thee. They will teach thee something thou knowest not. The honey caresses of a woman. Man is violent and lazy. Doubtless thou knowest this. Avoid him. He has a flat chest, a rough skin, short hair, shaggy arms. But women are altogether beautiful. Women alone know how to love. Stay with us, Bucolics. Stay. And if thou hast an ardent soul, thou wilt see thy beauty as in a mirror upon the bodies of women, thy lovers." I know not whether I should espouse Galatas or Kaisi. As they're not like each other, one would not console me for the other, and I fear lest I choose badly. They each hold one of my hands and one of my breasts. But to which shall I give my mouth? To which shall I give my heart, and all that one cannot divide? It is shameful to remain thus, all three in one house. It is Galatas whom I prefer, but I cannot reject Kaisi. What would become of her all alone? Shall I leave them as they were and take for myself another friend? That evening a storm broke and continued all night. Nesadika of the beautiful hair had come to spin with me. She remained for fear of the mud and pressed one against the other. We filled my little bed. When girls lie together, sleep remains at the door. Bucolics, tell me, whom lovest thou? She slipped her leg over mine to caress me softly, and she said against my mouth, I know, Bucolics, whom thou lovest. Close thine eyes, or I am he. I replied, touching her, do I not know thou art a girl? Thy jest fits badly. But she replied, in truth, I am he, if thou wilt close thine eyes. These are his arms. These are his hands. And tender in the silence, she enchanted my reverie into a singular illusion. I rub my eyes. Is it already day, I wonder? Who is this near me? A woman. By Aphrodite, I'd forgotten. To what country am I come? And what is this island where one learns thus of love? If I were not all wearied, I would believe it a dream. Is it possible that this is Lesbo? She sleeps. She is certainly beautiful. But this astonishing countenance, this furrowed breast, and these narrow hips. I would like to go before she awakens, but alas, I'm against the wall. I must step over her, and I'm afraid lest I touch her and she will take me as I pass. The next day I went to her house, and we read when we saw each other. She led me into her chamber where we would be alone. I had so many things to say to her. When I saw her, I forgot them all. I was astonished that nothing in her face had changed, that she still resembled my friend, although since the sleepless night, she had learned so many things startling to me. Suddenly I seated myself upon her knees, took her in my arms, and whispered quickly, anxiously into her ear. Then she laid her cheek against mine and told me all. I have no friend, she said, for the nearest city is 40 stala from here. I live alone. If thou wishest, I will follow thee. I will follow thee to thy house where at the other side of the island, and I will live with thee until thou sendest me away. Let us go. At my house she entered. Then passionately, her eyes half closed, she united her lips with mine, and our tongues touched each other. Never was there in my life a kiss like that one. She stood against me, all love and contentment. One of her knees, little by little, mounted between my hot thighs, which gave way as though for a lover. My hand wandered over her tunic, seeking to define the hidden body, which, by turns, undulated, yielding itself, or arching, stiffened itself with shiverings of skin. With her eyes in delirium, she pointed toward the bed, but we had not the right to love before the ceremony of wedding, and we separated brusquely.